If you're here for goofs and gaffs, have a listen and have a laugh. These four schmoes here run the show. It's JKT Radio.
Hi guys, welcome to JKT Radio Podcast, episode 108. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Bun, or Kira, or Muffa Bun, or you know what? I don't have a name anymore. Fuck all of you.
Fuck you.
A girl has no name.
I got no name. I answer to all of them.
It's been erased from the archives.
Yep. You know what? I feel like being a spiteful bitch. Because that's just who I am.
I'm scared.
So, we're going to be a little poetic with being a spiteful bitch, and we're going to be poems by Edgar Allan Poe. I'm going to pick
fuck
Annabelle
off.
Lee.
I was gonna choose
I'm joined by my other poems by Edgar Allan Poe. Chris?
Okay, well, I guess I'll be a classic bitch, the Raven, because I have a thing of
Crap, that's what I was gonna do.
I
McBride.
told you wouldn't work.
Come on, that's not even the Raven's the top one, but
fair,
there are still some other common ones.
There's literally, you Google it, and then the first thing that shows up is just a list.
Do you need me to go get my book of Edgar
Annabelle
Allan Poe
Lee.
Ravens? She already said that.
I said that one.
Alone.
There
Yeah.
you go. And Devin.
I'm gonna go with the bells.
That's a good one.
I literally have a book that's just an anthology of all of them.
I do as well, but the one I have is poems and short stories.
Yeah, same.
I had no idea it had the bones.
Bards and Nobles, the really pretty one. This is with the golden binding.
Correct. I got mine at Costco though.
I
Interesting.
got my Bards. It's so pretty. It's so fucking
It's a
pretty.
really pretty book. It does not smell like leather, so I don't think it's real leather.
No,
bound,
I wish it was, but it's so pretty. I also have the
We can
Pride
rebind.
Prejudice one.
I have been looking at rebinding books.
Of course you have.
Probably do that.
What other new hobby are you going to develop?
Right?
You're already
I don't know what you're talking
wood-burning.
about.
What's gonna be your next hyperfixation?
Currently I'm looking at making wood burning keychains.
Well, there you
Of course
go.
he is. Next thing you
What
know,
I'm going to
she'll
do-
start making weapons.
I've known people who have done that. So, I had a cousin who
I
I
wanna
think
do-
tried to make a claymore, like as in the sword, like the claymore sword in high school, and school was like, nah, you can't.
Okay, so Chris, you forget one thing.
I forget nothing and everything because I have not.
I took metal. I do know how to forge metal.
Oh, I know. I assumed you knew how. You know everything. I meant you're going to develop that into a hobby at some point.
I don't have the space to do something so large as a claymore. I could do probably daggers.
I didn't say claymore. He said claymore. I was thinking daggers.
Yeah, I could do daggers probably.
Yeah, you're probably
I'd
you're
have
gonna
to-
say daggers at some point.
I've been looking at making like the wooden ones. They're like 3 or 4 layers so that they have like super depth.
Well, there you go.
I need something to do.
Mood.
Yeah.
I'm running out of
I get
things.
that.
Running out of things.
Yeah, I get that when it's like you go through the day, it's like, well, I've gained enough. And it's like, cool, maybe there's something on like the plethora of streaming channels I have, and there's just nothing.
I have just been obsessively replaying Dragon Age Inquisition again.
I've been watching Rebels.
Really? How's that?
You know what? Season 2 just started, and now it's starting to pick up.
Which
Season
show is
one-
this?
Season.
Season 1 was tough to get through.
Like Star Wars Rebels or
Star Wars Rebels, yes, I should
Oh,
have
Star
specified.
Wars Rebels is actually
Yes.
very good.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised actually, because the first time I watched it was I had just come off of it was during quarantine, and I was like, I'm gonna binge all the Star Wars content, like all of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's time
There's
for
a bunch
Jared
of
to shut down.
Clone Wars that I hadn't seen, so I watched all of Clone Wars, and then I went straight into Rebels, and I hadn't seen Rebels, and like you said, the first seasons I'm like, okay, this is like very kiddie, and that's fine, but also like you're kind of waiting for things to get a little bit more interesting.
Right,
I know
exactly.
that feeling.
Yeah, and then things get interesting.
I know, all of a sudden, like, I'm watching the first season and it's like, okay, this is really tough to get through. And like, you see like the thing at the end of each episode. It's like Disney XD. It's like, oh crap, I forgot this was during this age of Disney.
It was literally
like, oh, crap.
Rebels was the very first piece of Disney Star Wars content because Rebels came out before Force Awakens.
Yes, that's true.
The last one?
And it's also really interesting because it kind of was born out of the fact that Fox canceled Clone Wars. So they had a bunch of, like, Clone Wars story arcs that they couldn't do anymore. So that's why, like, if you're in the second season, you'll start to see, like, Clone Wars characters are starting to show up. And, like, they start to deal with, stuff that, that kind of the aftermath of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Like, I think I just finished episode 2 or 3, and it's already shown Rex.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, so this is completing that one, and
yeah,
it's like,
which
it's all coming together.
Because then Disney finally was like, you know what, we're going to give you enough money to finish the last season of Clone Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
After all that's done, so it's like,
It's like, god damn it.
But yeah. Oh, I will say, if you find yourselves wondering if because they did another animated series, they didn't last very long, called Resistance, which is set, like, right before Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
It's not that great.
Yeah.
It's like, because I kind of thought they were going to do, like, kind of like what Rebels and Clone Wars would do for the movies. Or like, here, let's add a bunch of supplementary material that kind of adds on to what happens in the movies.
Yeah.
And they do in maybe like the last 2 episodes. But the rest of it is just kind of like... It's also, out of all of the shows, it's like, okay, this is meant for like little kids.
Oh, dear.
And it's like, okay, that's, it's, you know what kind of, crowd you're dealing with. So it's like, okay.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, they got fucking Oscar Isaac in it.
The fuck?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that's actually Oscar Isaac. He's in it for a couple episodes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that, because I can guarantee Kira will probably drive over to our house and kill me if I keep talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, we've
I
done
mean,
that.
to be fair, I'm the one that brought it up, so I
To
apologize.
be fair, yeah.
No, you guys are okay right now because for some reason I can't stop shaking.
You can't.
So
What?
okay.
Excuse me?
I don't know why.
How much caffeine have you had?
That long pause is concerning.
That silence tells us all we need to know.
It really does.
Yeah. My next question was, how much have you eaten? Which is a funny question coming from me.
I've eaten.
But how much?
How much I had at least 2 meals.
Okay.
Okay.
How much caffeine's in a Coke?
A lot?
Enough.
Quite a bit.
Okay,
crap,
so
I
A
closed the
fair
Google.
chunk.
How
I've had.
much
This is my 3rd one. I just
caffeine
opened it.
That shouldn't be that much.
is in
I usually drink like
Coke?
5 of these in a day.
How much have you slept recently?
34 milligrams.
Kira doesn't sleep.
Sleep is for the weak.
Well, there you go. I think that's your
Yeah, that's
answer.
probably the answer.
I feel.
Either that or she's
yeah.
having a panic attack. One of the two.
Ooh,
I have a heart attack on camera. At least we
I
got
said
it.
panic attack,
that's
but also
true.
that.
It's content.
Yeah.
Content. Kira has a heart attack on camera.
There's proof
You wanna
that
go
she
viral?
actually
That's how we
can
get it.
die.
Yeah, we go viral. We do that. Anything involving, injury or...
We finally have proof that Kira is actually mortal.
That
Yeah.
is
It's
true.
unfortunate.
Can confirm.
No, see the concerning part about that. My hands really can't stop. The concerning part about that is if I have a heart attack, and the chances that my organs are in the wrong places
Right.
is like
Yeah,
75%
your fucking
chance
body
that
is
they're in the wrong
weird.
places. So if I have a heart attack and they have to do the ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
It might not be there.
you should really have a medical alert bracelet that says,
You really
my
should.
organs may be in the wrong place. Go searching.
Cause like, so here's the fun part. Where do you feel heartburn?
Yeah.
It's usually right in the middle, ironically
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, usually, in the middle.
I feel heartburn down here.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Kira.
This is where I feel heartburn below the boob.
No.
Okay.
Blow the titty. I feel like every once in a while I was like, man, I'm getting stabbed.
That's not good.
That's heartburn. That's not heartburn. That's not where that should be. That's fine.
Your heart ain't there.
Oh boy.
That's probably
No,
fine.
my heart's in my hands.
This is why we say you're an eldritch horror. I almost said eldritch god, but that's concern.
I mean, I feel like in Kira's case,
am
the two
god.
are one and the same.
Yeah.
You're the golden god.
I am a god. No one can tell me otherwise because I keep getting told I'm a god.
True.
Pardon me.
Very true.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna...
If you see the weird things at the bottom of the screen, it's because my hands are just jittering.
Well,
Fair
hey.
enough.
In the off chance that Kira dies, we'll at least be able to have video evidence
That is possible.
that would probably lead to people figuring out what actually happened. So, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe this podcast was good for something.
See, there we go.
There would
Kira
be
will have
very
to
many.
die
We
to,
just, I mean, we have
prove
an
it.
entire segment on why Kira is in a medical anomaly. So, like,
Yeah.
Fine. I think what it is I've had very little sleep
and very
That's-
lot of
this
caffeine.
past week.
I would say
Had a lot of
probably overabundance of caffeine and not enough sleep.
Yeah, that.
I usually have like 5 Cokes in a day.
Yes, but it's
That's
cumulative.
5 too many.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All right,
mean,
second question into Google. How much caffeine can humans
Oh, Kira's
have?
had way more caffeine than that. That's fine.
Oh, I spelled caffeine wrong.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was that whole story of her ingesting the cube and dying.
That's true. 400 milligrams
What
a
did I
day
eat?
is
That
safe.
cube of caffeine.
And so we figured there
Um,
was 32 milligrams of caffeine
Oh yeah, the pills.
per
Yeah,
12 ounce
consuming the cube and
and
dying.
you're having goddamn pills.
No, that was
I
the
haven't
one
had any
time.
caffeine pills.
Okay.
That was that PAX time where
Have we told that story on the podcast?
yes.
I'm not doing
Oh,
any
yeah.
more. I'm not doing any math, so this is as far as I'm going.
I'm under just with Cokes today. As I said, I just opened this when I got home. I'm under.
Also, I used
And I
to
haven't-
drink like 2 to 4 energy drinks a day. So like, I don't know.
No, I'm not allowed.
I'm not dead
I'm not
yet.
allowed energy drinks, and I don't drink coffee, for good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think I've ever seen you on either, so...
I took a whiff of caffeine or of an energy drink once, and it was the greatest experience for 20 minutes. I got so much shit done.
Oh my god.
So much was done in those 20 minutes.
You're really... You should see somebody about... I don't know, just see somebody.
I am seeing somebody.
True.
Ah,
Somebody medically...
that was an adorable segue.
Oh, are they a doctor?
See somebody medically
No.
speaking.
It's like they're not a doctor, but they're adorable.
And if you end up getting together with them, that's a
I'm pretty sure she
byproduct.
is. Oh, the doctor.
I'm talking about the doctor. If she gets
Yeah.
gets with the doctor.
I don't know. I feel like I should be more concerned, but I'm also like, yeah, that tracks.
You've had so much shit happen to you, Kira, that it's just like, at this point,
Hey, I'm fine.
You are missing like part of your hip or something. Like,
I was born without it, but I just don't have it.
so you were born without a butt?
no, she has a butt. She's just missing part of her hip.
I beg your pardon.
I know
I have
that's
no-
not
so-
wrong, because I know you have a butt. But I'm
I
just
have
like,
a butt. I've sat on your lap.
yeah, you sat on my lap. I'm
multiple times.
aware. But I'm just like, wait, hang on, that can't be right.
Oh wow, are your hands shaking really that much? Wow.
Yeah, they are. I'm trying. Like, I think my whole body wants to go, but currently it's just I'm trying to focus it into my hands.
My sweet
That is-
Jesus.
Concerning.
Like, if you want me to put my hands up, it's kind of just like this.
You're like Lemon wanting
down.
to chase the ball.
I'm having a lemon. No, so the way joints work is, so it's a
They
ball
don't.
and socket joint, and I'm just gonna shake my legs while I do this, my hands a little bit, and usually there's cartilage on the inside of the ball and socket joint, so the bone doesn't go crunch on each other. But I don't have that cartilage on one of my hips. It's just crunching continuously since I was born.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's why I walk funny.
It's hip dysplasia or
why I
something
walk
like
funny.
that. I just have stretchy joints.
Yeah, you're very stretchy.
It's unfortunate.
Rubber bones.
Yeah.
So is the name of this episode the Jitters or something?
Yeah.
No, I've chosen something else that was funny.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Concerned.
Good. I'm glad you found something funny in the first 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Not
of
even,
I
first
can't stop
15.
shaking.
I got some glorious tags though so far.
Excellent.
I
Did you? Is one of them Squeeze Me, which I can't hold it still long enough for the camera to focus
No,
on it.
but that's in there now.
Yep.
It is now.
Did I ever send that in the podcast? Did we do that? I
What?
don't think we talked about that.
What?
Squeeze.
So my Valentine's Day gift to everybody, which was a picture of Lemon with this plushie that
I
I
don't
bought specifically for that reason.
Amazing.
I don't remember, but I think
That's
it's
adorable.
It's in the podcast channel somewhere.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
have to
I
dig.
remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I have it on my phone again. I can post it after.
Yeah.
I think 'cause I know you saw Batman.
Oh,
I did see Batman.
without spoilers, how was Batman?
Fucking amazing.
No. Is Robert Pattinson a good Batman?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, I think, is now the best Batman.
Really?
I shit you not. He's the best.
Okay.
He somehow didn't you say he's like somehow more emo than when he was
He
in
is
Twilight?
the most. Yeah, he's somehow. Because I don't know if you've seen pictures of him. Because it's weird. Because like I wouldn't classify this as it goes. Because it's like it's dark and it's gritty, but like
It's Batman.
well, I mean, yeah, it's Batman. But like people, I feel like are gonna compare it to like the Christian Bale stuff. But the whole Christian Bale thing was like that felt like Batman. Them trying to adapt to like how would Batman actually exist in like modern day, like how would he? It's also why I think they only did 3 of them is because we if we keep going we're gonna start going into some real weird shit that we can't really do very well in this.
Yeah.
This one it's like
Yeah.
it go like the first like the opening minutes it's like it's basically the entire thing it's like a very long detective like film noir story.
Oh,
Like,
so
it's-
what Batman should be.
Okay.
Exactly. Like it's basically it's like a hard-boiled crime film with it's like Seven, like the movie Seven with like Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. It's like that but with Batman characters. It's pretty fucking great. But yeah, like Robert Pattinson's Batman, it's like because it's very much you're introduced to a lot of these famous Batman characters, but they're like just starting out. So like Penguin's not really the Penguin yet, even though he's got a lot of the characteristics. Also, you will
Okay.
not fucking recognize Colin Farrell as Penguin
Yeah.
because it's like all of these prosthetics and he's doing this. He's kind of doing this, you know. Hey, I'm walking here.
I thought it was Cockney.
This version, he's not. He's like, you know, in New York.
Penguin's just supposed to be posh.
He's definitely
Yeah.
not really
He does.
posh here. He's just kind of this gross, like, fat, you know.
Feral man.
Yeah. Because Penguin's the wannabe posh. He's the
Yeah.
rich
Yeah.
man who wants to act rich but doesn't know
Yeah.
how.
Kind of, yeah. And like you got Catwoman, who's still very much
Hot.
like, oh yeah. Seriously, I think her and Robert Pattinson have so much chemistry that it's kind of you look back and it's like, wow, they don't really make a lot of movies where like the main leads have like an actual good amount of chemistry.
Like that should be like a standard.
It
but
should be. Like,
It's not though.
yeah, there was. It's also the first Batman thing I've seen where they actually take into account that like when he has to put the mask on and he has to have the dark areas, he literally puts eyeliner, like heavy amounts of eyeliner on.
That's adorable.
And you see, and like when he takes the mask off, he's got this like fucking like raccoon look because he's got like these two giant dark circles, and he's got like his hair is all greasy and it's like over his face, and he's just so emo, but it's so like unapologetically emo. It's amazing.
Excellent. That's what I want in my Batman.
Nice.
And, oh my god, the way they do the Riddler. I won't go into it, but like they treat him like he acts like an actual serial killer. And he's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I think it's the first Batman thing I have seen that is like, because every other Batman thing that they've done, at least in the movies, it's like they get a few aspects of the character right, and everything else is just kind of like, okay, yeah, let's do it, whatever. This one, it's like they get every single aspect of the character in the world, and every other character, they just kind of get it right. Yeah, and like, I will say, yeah, it's like almost 3 hours long, but like, it's fucking like worth it. It's one of those movies where you go through and it's like, oh, like, it's long because the story demands that length. Like, it's not, you don't feel like your time's being wasted. It's like, okay, this story is just a very long story.
It's not just eating time.
It's not just eating time. And also, they make the characters and the environment so engaging that it's like, oh, I'm actually okay with spending a long amount of time with these people. That and the soundtrack's fucking dope.
It is that.
It's fucking great.
Good.
Nice.
That's important.
Very nice.
So you should watch Batman.
Basically, yeah, you should watch Batman.
To watch Batman. I don't know, but I haven't felt the need to go to any movie theater in a while.
There hasn't been a great deal.
Here.
There hasn't been a lot of movies recently that like I think my parents were like, "Hey, we're gonna go see Uncharted," and I'm like, I don't want to go see
That came out?
Yep, it did.
Yeah.
Like, I think the last one we saw before that was like Far From Home or something.
Yeah, we saw Spider-Man in theaters.
Whichever Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man.
Yeah,
No Way Home?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah.
I saw something in January, I think. I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't remember it now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Vic and I are at the point now where we're just waiting for
everything to come out.
The new Spider-Man to go on streaming.
Yeah,
it's like it's gonna be there in like 2 weeks now. So it's like, all right.
Oh, well, there you go.
It was a good one.
Yeah. So.
Also, I'm amazed. Have you like not been spoiled for Spider-Man yet?
I have.
Okay.
I don't know much.
I'm safe still.
Thankfully, I don't know much. I know things. Like I know the three of them. I know the three of them are in there. I know that.
Okay.
But like, as for like what
fair,
happens or how they get there or anything like that, I have no idea.
Oh, honestly, in that case, you're still probably okay.
You're not really spoiled.
Yeah.
Right now.
Like honestly, yeah, knowing that they're all there, it's like okay. To be fair, we all kind of knew going in that they were going to be like.
Yeah, that they were going to do something.
They weren't being very good at lying about it.
They really weren't.
Honestly, yeah, it's generally I found like even I think
I don't think careful how much more we talk about.
Yeah, I don't think I had it confirmed, but yeah, going in, it's like there's actually a lot more there going on than just that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil.
It's like, nope. Runs. I've managed to stay so far away from every single Spider-Man spoiler.
Yeah.
I just remember, that reminds me of, I think, me and a couple friends were out there, went to a movie years ago, back when Game of Thrones was on and kind of at the height of its popularity. And we got down, and I think this was I was like, can I talk to, like, Devin, the show's been done for, like, 2 years now, it's fine. And then I had a friend who hadn't caught up on it, and we were all just in a circle talking about whatever movie we just saw. And one of my friends had a girlfriend at the time who none of us really knew very well, but she came and was like, man, I can't believe they just fucking killed off Jon Snow. And I'm like, oh, god damn it. Because I could just see my other friend just like, what? I'm like, oh, fuck. It's especially irritating because I knew, at the time, I knew that Jon Snow eventually came back. So I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sakes, that's a spoiler, but also it isn't, but also it absolutely is.
Yeah.
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 I'm of no help tonight. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry,
That's
folks.
okay.
Yeah.
I got through the intro and then my hands.
And then that was it. Oh, I acquired
Also-
a new thing yesterday. 2 things.
Ooh.
Technically. 2 things.
Shiny things.
So, I got a new filing cabinet, I guess. Side table
God, we're
thing.
adults.
And
with drawers.
with drawers. I have many drawers now.
Excellent. I like
And the
drawers.
reason
Drawers are
why
great.
I got that is because I got a new desk, and the previous desk that I was using had drawers in it, but the new one doesn't, so I'm just like, crap, what the hell am I going to
drawers?
do with all the stuff that's in the drawers? So I needed a filing cabinet side table thing, but the best thing about this table, I have to show you. One moment.
Ooh.
Ooh, are we being picked up or are we getting a picture?
I have a bit. Don't even worry about it.
Color me intrigued.
If you'll excuse me. You raise me up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I love how Kira and I both did the exact same thing.
I couldn't do it because if I do that on my face right now, it's jittering my headphones and it's making noise.
So I have a sit-stand desk now.
Nice.
Oh. I approve of that bit, and I
Thank you.
also kind of hated it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was it was an immediate face palm,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
also
yeah.
Now you can do the elevator thing where you're
Going
walking
down?
down something and you can make it look like you're going down.
Right? Exactly.
Elevator go down.
Oh god, the jittering is keeping up. It's spreading.
God.
My leg's going now
I
too, which
don't-
is actually really bad.
Oh,
I
dear.
don't know if any of you
are
have
you
played
okay?
the original Red Dead Redemption, but there is like a side character in that, and the poor man.
Put the coke down.
You feel so bad for him, but
I'm
he's
thirsty.
Have some
his name
water.
His name is
I would
Shaky.
have that on my desk.
I'm trying to listen, but I'm
I
also
know,
like,
sorry,
Kira.
Devin.
His name is Shaky because he has a really bad stutter.
Oh no, poor guy.
It's so mean. And he's got the really bad one where he but then this other guy, this Irish guy, starts like mimicking him. And so so he's trying to like curse this guy out, so you just hear him go, oh, this fucking fuck.
Oh.
And he feels
Oh,
so
no.
bad.
But also, Kira, I love how we're like, yeah, the caffeine's probably causing it. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna drink the caffeine.
I
No
know.
wonder it fucking
They don't
spread
fix
to
the
your
problem.
legs and your mouth.
Thirsty.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
water.
I don't have
It
that on my
quenches
desk.
thirst.
Yes, it's the quenchiest.
The quenchiest.
it's the quenchiest.
We're a bunch of fucking nerds.
Crunchy.
Oh dear.
I don't have that on my desk. I have a Coke and a old Coke and Gatorade.
Gatorade is good. Gatorade is quenchy.
Gatorade is quenching.
I-
It literally says
drink
thirst
the
quencher
Gatorade.
on it. At least that was the slogan for the longest time.
It does not say that anymore. That I can focus on anyway.
it?
Yeah, I'm like, can you even read it right now?
Or are your eyeballs shaking inside your skull?
That's called
Oh, my
nystagmus.
hand is shaking.
That's an actual thing.
My
And
hand
it's called
is shaking.
nystagmus.
Well, that's no good.
It is, yeah.
albino people usually have it. Because albinism
I do.
nystagmus.
It is no longer says thirst quencher on
No.
it. I put the bottle down so I can read it.
But apparently it's the bigger one.
Yeah, the big ones have
The
it.
bigger. I have like the just under a liter one.
What?
I keep
Is
playing
there a
with the
history?
cat
Is there lore?
Lore?
Is there
Excuse
Gatorade
me?
lore?
Lore?
There's Gatorade lore?
Oh my god.
Give me the Gatorade lore.
What the fuck?
Give me the Gatorade lore.
really didn't give much, honestly. No,
Oh,
it was
how rude of it.
extremely disappointing. All it says is, over 50 years in the making, it's the most scientifically researched and game-tested way to replace the electrolytes that you lose in sweat. That's it. I thought there was more lore, but apparently not. But yeah, it's
I'm
it's the
trying to
bigger
type
one.
and I cannot type.
Here, I think you need a nap.
I don't know what's wrong, but I will calm down. The last
Will
time
you?
I was this like overly twitchy, I ate way too much weed.
That'll do it, yeah.
I haven't had any of that today though.
Maybe some would help you.
Like, maybe someone help me right now, but I don't want to right now. I want to wait till after the podcast, and I will smoke something to calm down.
So I'm looking at the cat that's in my office right now. He's looking at me
you
yelling
have to
because he
leave.
wants to leave. But he's very conflicted because he's looking at the screen and he can see me on the screen, but he can see me as well, so he looks very confused.
Oh
Do you not know what to do, buddy?
I love you, Ben.
Here, I'll let you out.
What
I
Hang
love
on.
you, Ben.
What a
no! Ben is
dumbass.
so stupid. I love him.
Oh, Kira,
Okay, Ben.
do you want to feel old?
I already feel.
As of today,
Adorable dumbass.
As of today, Mass Effect 3 is 10 years old.
Ah, yes.
I
Already felt old.
Don't-
Doesn't that mean
like it.
McBride would have been 20 when it came out?
Yes.
you and
Turning
McBride?
21.
Huh?
Doesn't that mean McBride would have been 20?
I
when
thought
it
you
came out?
said me and McBride. I was like, babe, you and
know.
No, I
McBride
heard
are about
it.
the same age.
Oh,
I
age.
Age.
I have a funny story about
Oh,
age.
okay.
Cheese.
I'm concerned.
The funny story about age or how much my hands are shaking.
Age. Depending on
So-
what the story is.
This is, it's funny.
Okay.
As I give me a sec to stutter through
It's
everything.
funny.
Oh god.
Hear me out!
I swear to God, she looks like a sense of speed or something.
Crackhead Kira.
Like I was okay. I was okay for so long, and then like I sat down and I focused for like 3 seconds to turn everything on, and I'm like, not okay.
That was the last 3 seconds of sanity that I had.
My last 3 seconds. So good for all of today, and I've like
Story age.
so age. I had to go with my uncle to take my grandma to a hospital appointment. She kept telling us it was an operation. It wasn't an operation. So I had to go because I'm the one who has to fill out all the paperwork. And so I'm sitting on the floor beside her, asking her like the questions either I know the answers to or the ones I don't know. Like, well, what are your medications on? I don't know. Oh, I don't remember.
Helpful.
Not helpful. One of them I didn't know the answer to. I'm like, how long have you been smoking? And she said 20 years. And I just kind of stopped. I can't stop now. But I stopped. I put the clipboard down because I was sitting on the floor. And I looked at her and I'm like, you've been smoking longer than I've been alive. How long have you been smoking? She's like, you're only 20.
No.
Like, nope, try it
My
again.
My uncle from across the little walkway, because she's sitting across from us and goes, she's turning 30. She's turning 30 soon? I was like,
It's like,
That means I'm turning 30 soon.
it's coming.
I'm still mid-20s. Barely.
it's coming for
I'm
you.
holding on very tightly.
Don't like it.
It took 5 minutes to convince her that I was not 20.
I mean, you perpetually look 12.
I mean, true.
This is
I
true.
looked
And
12.
the Dragon Ball hoodie
She lives
draped over your chair isn't helping.
You go trick-or-treating and you're almost 30.
See, that's the thing that I started to realize. It's like, you go so long in your life, basically like looking at yourself and being like, oh, I'm still like I'm still a teenager. And then around this point in your life, I'm starting to look at myself and I'm like, oh, I'm not a teenager. Like, I'm still young.
I see teenagers and I go,
I'm not
that
a
is an
lunatic.
infant.
But I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I've actually aged a bit. I don't like this.
Didn't you find a gray hair in your beard?
That's not entirely weak. That's not unusual. It's like a single.
Yeah.
I've had it, but like but it was like a really like prominent. It was like right down here, and it was like jutting out like this. And I'm like, oh, it's a white hair. Yoink.
Yeah, I gave up on yoinking mine because I am way more gray than I've every right to be because I started going gray when I was 16.
Oh yeah, my mother went gray at 16, which is why I got scared a lot when I was younger and just kept dyeing my hair.
Yeah, it's awful. I gave up on it.
There is a cat
Yeah.
Oh, bye then.
underneath our table.
But yeah, it's not. You look at I look at teenagers and even like people who are like 20, and I'm just like, you are a whole ass infant.
Yeah.
As a baby.
Yeah.
Like,
As a baby.
I remember thinking I was an adult, and I'm like, you are a child.
Yeah, that
As
is
a
the
baby.
funniest thing. It's like, and especially like in like the last year or so of high school, they're like, okay, you're basically an adult now. I'm like, what bullshit is this?
Like, you still have to ask to use the washroom.
Yeah. The thing that
Cool.
that keeps like sobering me to how old I actually am is how I talk to my niece and nephew. Because before it was like, oh yeah, they're just kids, so it's just like you censor yourself in some ways, and like you talk to them a certain way, and it's like gradually. I didn't pick up on this until recently, but like it just all of a sudden got to a point where it's like, yeah, we're just chatting with, especially my niece, not so much my nephew because he got a VR and that's his life now, but chatting with my niece, and it's as if I'm chatting with you guys. It's like, oh crap, you're not supposed to be this old yet.
Yeah, I see
Like-
pictures of like people. There was a kid. There's like these twins I used to babysit when I was like, oh, I don't know, I was like 12, 13, something like that. They were like 4. And like, they're adults now. I look at them and I'm like, oh, you are in university. Mm-hmm. Don't like that. Mm-hmm. I still remember when my cousin was fucking like 4, and now I'm just like, ew, you got old. That means I got old.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
old too.
The thing that always hits me is when you see people now looking back nostalgically at things that you
In the
grew
90s.
up during.
Yeah, like people who have the nostalgia for the 90s, and I'm like, or like even the early 2000s, and I'm like, yeah, I remember
You know
that.
what are coming back actually? Speaking of that, squirts are coming back again.
No!
What?
Those are ugly!
Squirts.
What are squirts?
Oh, they're squirts
They're
they're like
skirts.
skirts, but but they have shorts attached, so they were shorts, and then they'd have a panel
Like
that
it
go
looks
over
like
your
a
legs.
skirt at the front, but they're shorts.
Oh, it looks like a skirt all the way
those.
around.
Yeah, it's just there
Yeah.
was like a panel that would like go to the side that would cover up the shorts.
Yeah, people would talk about like, like pop culture events. So I was like, I was there when that happened.
Yeah, I
Like
remember.
people
that
talk
happening.
about the first example that came to my head is people talking about the Janet Jackson nipple slip.
Oh yeah.
yes.
And people talk about that like that was
remember
like
that.
ancient history. I'm like, I saw that happen
People- or, like,
for the first time.
People
Yeah.
talk about like when Michael Jackson died or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I remember when my friend like was devastated because she was obsessed with Michael Jackson at the time. I don't know, it was a thing. But like just all of that is like, yeah, no, I remember that.
I remember
Yeah.
that. We were in school for that.
It's
Remember
like,
that.
I remember that, and not only that, I remember a time before that happened.
Yeah,
I remember a time when he was alive and he was a crazy man. We
yeah,
loved
all
him.
of the jokes,
All the jokes.
like the fucking how is Michael Jackson like a PlayStation? Yeah,
Oh god.
Yeah.
And then there was the epic movie and the fucking song.
Oh
And he was
god.
fucking the chipmunks.
yeah, I remember that.
Yep,
it was a
that was a
disaster
thing.
movie, I think actually.
Was it the disaster
It was
movie?
a disaster movie.
I thought it was the epic movie.
No, because
Brian's making the face like they don't remember
I
that.
don't know
fucking
if
song-
I've seen it.
Do you remember
You
all the
should or
scary
you
movie
should.
parodies that were
Should
called
and
scary
should.
movies?
There
They
was-
kept making more, but they weren't called scary movies. They were like the epic movie,
And
the
they
awesome
were-
movie, the disaster
Okay,
movie,
I-
and they were a
I
disaster.
remember they were
I remember
absolutely
seeing
awful.
them and like knowing they existed, but I don't think I've ever seen them.
They are entertaining trash.
Oh, they're
Don't
just
Yeah.
watch
they're
them, but
so-
also
yeah.
cute.
I only remember the only one I remember was Epic Movie, and that was I remember the only film one of like my brother has had many different like aides or buddies or caretakers or what have you over time. One of them was this woman who was this kind of really cool hippie lady. She gave me for my birthday the unrated copy, a DVD of Epic Movie, and I remember because it was the first movie I ever saw boobs in. That's the movie
Excellent.
that movie holds that distinction.
Oh, dear.
Well,
The only thing I remember from that movie was that they were boobs in the unrated version.
really, because I remember the fucking Juno child still in her belly having a fight with, I think, the Chipmunks? Or something?
Oh, I never saw that one.
It was something like
That
that.
was a disaster movie.
They were all awful. Like they were
They are
so
trash,
bad.
but I kind of still love them.
Oh dear.
Little bit, just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, they were bad. They were good though. They were good trash. They were fun trash. I am very sorry.
You okay?
I think we've established that she's not.
I know, but I feel like I have to
I'm
keep
okay.
asking anyways out of concern because otherwise I'm a bad friend.
I just every so often when Devin's chatting about something, I just kind of look at Kira and just see her vibrating.
Yeah, usually it's because I'm usually the one that'll give everyone else enough time because
Somebody
they're
left her on
fucking
switch.
And it's like, all right, Kira, break. How's she doing?
Yeah. Somebody left the switch on by accident.
If you want to see how badly I'm vibrating, let me just put my whole hands up.
Oh
And then I will-
my
Yeah.
god.
You see, when you put it up there, all it looks like is just a blur.
Yeah, just yeah.
I think you need a doctor. How's your heart doing? Where is
Yeah,
your
I'm
heart?
very curious what your BPM is at the moment.
One second, let me find my pulse again. Okay, my pulse is actually very hard to find. Like,
Like trying to find the pulse and
Non-existent.
all you hear is just
It's an EDM song.
I found my
there
pulse.
you go.
Good. You're alive. That's good to know.
It's about normal.
That's not right.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
else is going on.
That doesn't seem right.
Oh boy.
I can't
I know you
steady my
can't. You
hand
can't like
enough.
count seconds and count your heart rate at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to
Okay,
do.
hang on. 3, 2, 1,
We're
go.
gonna just do this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Stop.
13, 14, 15.
So 15 in 10 seconds. I don't know what that math is though.
Yeah.
Normally
So
it's
15
that-
times 6, I guess.
It's high, but not like absurdly high.
Oh, fuck off. Just
Okay, we also got to
90.
remember, like, on...
Oh, that's normal.
That's very normal.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's not particularly.
For the most part. What am I sitting at right now? Oh, okay, don't look at me. Never mind. Apparently I'm
Is yours
apparently I'm
high?
at 112.
Oh, that's still normal.
Then again, it's a Fitbit. What is
Okay,
it?
so-
No.
Babe,
I don't know, but I'm probably.
you're bit of a special
I have...
case there.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
I was like, I probably have the most normal
I'm
BPM, and I
probably
can't
about-
stop twitching.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
true.
feeling about normal, so I'm probably about the 120 range. You know,
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, I
See-
think
see-
I'm like 95, 100. I don't know.
No, because
Yeah, see-
the normal base sitting, like resting rate is between normal or breathless, so definitely within the 120, 130 range. The normal resting rate is like 60 to 100 roughly.
Yeah.
Now, the bad part about me is I have very low blood pressure. Like 1 dot off of I need to go to a doctor.
Same, but not quite to that extent.
Yeah. I'm like just above the you need to get medication for this.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
But that's
caffeine's
also probably
good
because
for
I'm
you.
a trash monster and I belong in the trash.
The caffeine's probably good for you then because it raises your blood pressure. Also, like every time, ever since I fucking changed phones, the camera on this phone is so fucking weird. And it's like, I used to use an app to measure my heart rate, but like, do you see that? Do you see how many different fucking cameras there are on there? I don't know where I'm supposed to put my fingers.
It's to focus it. I have, before anyone says anything, I've eaten like 3 of them so far, but I did buy this today because I'm a horrible human being.
Uh-oh.
Hiding the look. It's face size.
Yeah.
You do know that chocolate also has caffeine, correct?
I've only had like literally like 3 eggs. I've only had like 3 eggs out of it. I opened it this morning. I bought it this morning. I had like a few, and then I went to work.
Yeah. So.
I give up on that.
My best guess for what's wigging my body out so bad right now
Yeah.
is at work. Normally I'm like Zoom. I gotta go Zoom. Gotta go fast. I gotta get everything done.
You gotta go Sonic.
But it's
Yeah.
I gotta go Zoom. But it was such a calm and chill day. There was no running. I was walking. I didn't have to go crazy. I just
So you're a
kinda
husky.
chill. So I've not burned off my excess absurd amount of energy.
Kira's a husky.
And
That
now
explains
it's
everything.
Yep.
causing me to go.
Except she doesn't yell
Yeah.
as often.
Are you kidding? Have you heard her?
I'm just loud. I'm not
That's
yelling.
true.
True, but huskies aren't
Loud.
necessarily yelling, but they're always
They're
loud.
also very stubborn.
Yeah, husky is a dog. I was like, I would
I
probably
would
love a
love a
husky,
husky
and
at a
then I was like,
distance.
oh no, I don't think I would love a
Yeah,
husky.
I would love a husky if I had a house. Like purely detached house.
I would love somebody else's husky.
Yes.
That's true.
I-
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
That's the perfect
Yes.
scenario.
So, Brian,
Come-
if
come
you
get
got
this
a
one.
husky,
Then we'd be fine.
then we'd be fine. But if we got a husky, we would not be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't have 4 neurotic people in here. Who's the third? I don't know.
Don't matter.
Yeah, Kiki's
Actually,
the
no,
only normal
Kiki.
one. No, Kiki's kind of normal.
He's a lot more demanding, like, love me.
Yeah. Boom,
That's a lemon move.
Boomy's just chaos incarnate.
Lumi's just like, I will cause problems on purpose. But I'm also very cute.
Oh, did I show the picture of fucking... I brushed one side of him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we haven't brushed
much fur is
Boomy
that?
in a little bit.
He doesn't let me brush him.
No, he doesn't like being brushed.
I brushed...
He doesn't like the brushy?
No.
Well, he was starting to like it when we did it yesterday.
That's so much
That's
hair.
I
lot
brushed
of hair.
one side. He is a short-haired cat.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
even the full. That's one half.
I didn't even get to finish because he got pissed off at me and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cappy do that. Snowcloud and Keisha fight over who gets brushy first.
Here's the worst part. Kiki's worse.
Well,
They're
Kiki.
short
The
hairs, but they're thick
thing
boys.
is, Kiki at least likes getting brushed.
Oh, Kiki fucking loves being brushed. That's the other part.
Gotta love the brush.
That's the downside, though, is because she's so intent on brushing her face against it. It's like, no, Kiki, let me get your side.
No.
But no, Kiki has... Her mother's a medium hair, so she's got, like, the density of a medium hair cat, and as much hair as a medium hair cat. It's just short.
Mm-hmm. Like this thing that sheds another cat every so often.
Yeah.
Yes, the tail is a handle to mean turn over. I don't know why it works, but it does.
Yeah, whatever.
That's yeah, I think. We had one of our plugs just stop working, so we had to have his mom come over, drop us off a.
Well, it wasn't so much we had to do that.
You wanted a new. Power bars.
Well, the thing is, I know at my parents' place they have like a shit ton of power bars because I definitely bought at least one or two that I never took with me. And I knew that because the way the plug worked, it was like what we had. Well, you've seen what we had.
It was the TV
It was like
plug.
the flat thing that had to fit into both sockets.
One of the
Good.
plugs.
That thing needed to go.
One of the plugs stopped working.
And the top socket died, but the bottom one's fine. So I'm like, well, if I get something like a power bar that only needs to plug into one,
Yeah.
we're
So
fine.
our cord management situation is worse now.
What?
Well, it's worse because it looks uglier and it's all on the floor.
Yeah, but it's also
But it's
better.
all in the power bar, right?
It's all in the power bar.
Anyways, my whole point was that Boomy
So one
decided
could
to
say
launch himself
it's for the
onto
greater
Kiki.
good.
Greater good.
There it is.
I was only starting this conversation because I just wanted to say that Boomy like fucking tackled Kiki and was being a little asshole.
Oh, yeah.
That was the whole point of that.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do.
Be that anyway. Don't worry. I have King Kong versus Godzilla up here at least once a day. Once a day.
They must be the tallest.
Let them fight.
Well, it's like they'll be snuggling, and then they'll wake up and they'll be like, "Time to murder."
Yeah, that sounds about
Don't
right.
lose my plushie.
Oh, Boomy's on his bullshit again.
So, he's awake.
No, he's trying to get into the dryer.
He's realized
I try to
that
keep living organisms
soft-
out of the
Yeah.
dryer.
He's realized that soft, comfy clothes come
I will
out of
send
the
you the
dryer.
video.
So he thinks, oh, if I go in, there must be all the comfy
No.
clothes for me to sit
No,
on.
you think that, but that's not the truth because he also tries to get in the washer.
Well, he's...
Yeah, well, he's not that smart.
I'm...
He's just stupid.
I would say the important thing is that he tries, but he shouldn't be trying in the first place.
No, he's just trying to do laundry and he's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? At least
Yeah,
he's making an attempt to pull his weight.
Well, yeah.
He's trying to pull all of that weight he has. To be fair, I also had a cat that tried to jump in the oven because his logic was food comes out of oven.
Oh my god.
Oven is warm. He will eat food that
I
comes
was
out of the
making-
oven.
Do you remember the big white cat I had, Whitey?
Yes.
Big fluffy
Oh,
white
yeah.
Himalayan.
I remember Whitey.
Yeah,
Is that Angel?
he was a
No,
dumbass.
it's before
No,
Angel.
Angel was the Bengal that refused to die. That thing had 2 injections to be put to sleep.
Damn.
Wow,
First one didn't work.
Holy
That bitch
shit.
don't want to die. And that thing was like skin and bones and had like, because she wouldn't let anyone comb her either, so she had like mats ripping off of her. She was very old.
That was Missy when we put her down.
Yeah. Cat refused to die. Fucking lived through the first injection. Now, Whitey was an idiot. You said, "Aw, who's stupid?" and he would look at you and then just roll over.
Ah, himbo. We love it.
Oh, stupid.
We love a himbo.
And then he liked belly rubs too. Like he never tried to attack or
Yeah.
bite. He didn't understand how to cat. He was too stupid
Yeah.
to understand how to
Yeah.
cat.
Boomy's
But because of
back
that,
on
when
his
you-
bullshit.
Goddamn Boomy. Because of that, he had rolled off of the tables and couches multiple times because he is an idiot.
Oh dear.
And we don't know why. Like, we took him to the vet, and not even the vet knew it was wrong, but he just lost the ability to use his back legs.
Oh.
Oh.
And he wasn't that old. I think he was only like
Wow.
7 or 8
Oh.
at the time. He was very young.
Interesting.
Yeah. We just, it was really awkward for me because I was working at Walmart. I was taking care of me and my brother, and my parents were on vacation in Mexico.
Oh,
They had left
God.
literally the day before. I was
fuck.
like, oh my god. I was distraught.
Holy shit.
I was like, what do I do? 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 And we took him to the vet. He was there for like the whole week because Mom wasn't answering me. I'm like, what
Yeah.
should I do? Should I get them to fix him? Should I do these tests? Should I just put him down? But I would go at least once a day to go visit this cat. And the first day I went to visit, they're like, yep, he's not really eating. And I was like, okay, I'll bring his favorite food, which is this horrible, nasty Friskies wet food, which is like crab and cream sauce.
Yeah.
It smells horrendous, but it was his favorite.
Boomy.
And he wouldn't eat it still, and then I came and he ate I'm like, okay, I'll bring him treats. He's not usually very fond of treats, but he ate the treats right on my hands. I'm like, okay, give me the food now. See if he'll eat if I'm sitting here. He ate while I was sitting there.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he got so excited. Every time I came to see him, he was so happy and so excited and tried to crawl all the way up to me. And I'm like, I feel so bad for leaving you here, but I need to leave you here because you need to get better.
Oh. Did they figure out what happened with his legs, or?
Their best guess is his, they're like, did he suffer a fall? And I'm like, well, he was really dumb, as you see. He might have fallen off the table, but that's only like 2 or 3 feet, and he's fallen off the table many times. They're like, he has? I'm like, yeah, literally, because he was still kicking when they asked me that, and I looked over, and he was in the little kennel cage, and I'm like, who's stupid? And he just rolled. I'm like, you're very stupid. Like, he doesn't have a sense of space very well, so he would do that. He'd just roll off the couch and the tables, and I tried to not. He's not smart.
Yeah, poor thing.
He's lemon stupid.
He was lemon stupid. He was lemon levels of stupid, but a cat.
Oh dear.
Also, wasn't overweight or fat, but he was just
big.
massive.
Big boy.
Yeah,
Massive.
like a Boomy big.
No, Boomy is big
He
and
was,
also fat.
Yeah, he is also fat.
Yeah. The thing about White, he was technically labeled as a flame point Himalayan.
Oh, ooh, beautiful.
Wow.
So he had like the orangey points. And his dad was a ragdoll.
Oh boy.
That was Regs' son. You big boy. Regs already is a big, massive cat.
Hello, big boy.
And he's really skinny, but he's got big bones.
Come here.
Yeah, I forgot how I got here.
We were talking about stupid animals, I think.
Yeah,
think so.
because talking about the
Boomy
dumbass
being
getting in the
bullshit.
dryer.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Whitey had figured out that oven make food. And one of the scars on my arm now is actually because I was pulling cookies out of the oven, and he tried to jump in, so like last second ditch effort kicked him out of the way as I was holding the tray. And my arms were still in the oven, so they went up into the roof of the oven.
Ooh.
You know what's funny?
no.
I have a scar, or I used to have a scar like that, but not from something like that. So, ow, my hand still hurts from when I smacked the top of the washer. Dryer? One of the two.
The machine.
My
Yeah.
hand went book, and there's no bruise, but it feels like there's a bruise.
But it hurt. It might bruise later.
No, this was like a week ago.
Oh. Then I don't know.
I got a scar on my knee from when I tried to do a front flip on a trampoline and dug my teeth into it.
Oh, yeah, I think you've told that story every time.
Yeah.
I was never... I fell off the trampoline really bad when I was younger, and I was never allowed to play on it again.
I think that was the last time I was on a trampoline as well.
I have scars just from existing.
I have the only scar I have had is for the dumbest. I think it has faded now. It was down the bridge of my nose because I was wearing sunglasses, and the sunglasses, the little inside things that grab onto your nose.
Ah, yes.
They were really,
Yes.
they were like unnecessarily sharp. Like they were little squares that had points. And someone grabbed my sunglasses and shoved them down my nose.
Why would you do that?
And the thing is, it didn't even like cut very much. Like they didn't do it like forcefully. They just kind of smacked my glasses down. That kind of, but it dug a little like dent.
Crevice?
A little crevice that just stayed there for like years.
I thought that was just the indent of wearing your glasses for so long.
Nope,
That-
because like you know the scar I'm talking about, right?
I just thought that was the indent of
the
wearing your
one that
glasses
went
for
down.
so long. I
Nope,
thought
that
they
was
were-
an actual scar.
I have a scar on my pinky toe from when I used to skip rope as a kid, but like I did not like wearing shoes while skipping rope.
Shoes are lame.
Well, I
don't like
also
shoes.
had like the fucking, because back in those days everybody wore slip-ons, but not
Yeah.
like slip-ons with the not with slip-ons like with a back.
Yeah, I still wear those.
I don't like things where I can't have something on my heel. So I decided to skip rope in the garage without my shoes, even though I've been told to keep my shoes on because my mother knows me.
I feel like I know this.
My stepdad was an alcoholic. There was broken beer bottles in the garage. So I had a shard of glass. Really should have had stitches because I'm pretty sure it went down to the bone, right down through my pinky toe. I am currently staring at the scar as I speak. I will not show the scar on screen because you have to pay me to show feet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, feet pics cost extra.
Pretty sure we'd have to blur it
Yeah.
anyway, so.
Probably.
Feet pics cost extra.
Yeah.
It's also very subtle still.
Yeah.
Also, we are at 1 hour.
Yeah, we need to
I
stop
was gonna
that
say,
now.
speaking of feet,
Too.
kind of.
Oh, tell us the feet pics.
But
Sorry,
no,
feet.
it's not
I need
even
to-
that. It's
no,
a dumb
I
it's a
need
dumb
to hear
ER
this.
story.
I need to hear this
hear
now.
it.
So
We need to know.
years ago, when my asthma was really bad, I for the first time had an asthma attack. I didn't know what it was. Just all of a sudden it was really hard to breathe and I kept heaving and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. And luckily we were at my parents' place and my mom has asthma. She's like, you're having an asthma attack, go to the ER right now. I was like, okay. So we go to the ER. I'm chilling there in the bed, just hanging out. And then Vic is beside me. And then some other kid comes in, goes on the bed beside me, and he's laying down, quiet and as cool as a cucumber. I look down at his foot. He's got a nail in his goddamn foot. And I'm just like,
yeah, I've been there.
all of a sudden, my problems don't seem too intense right now. It's like, you know what? I can breathe totally fine. I'm just gonna go now. Tend to the kid with a nail in his foot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been there.
Shock. It's shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just like, oh yeah.
I have
I just
absolutely
can't
been
breathe.
that kid.
Young
because
man
of
stepped on a nail.
Flip-flops and unfinished decks.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Goes right through the foot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Didn't go very deep, thankfully. I didn't have to go into the
You okay, Dev?
I don't think I have any glass in my feet today, though.
I mean, that's
I
good.
hope not. That happened a long time ago at this point. It was about like last
Yes,
month.
And
At this point, I feel like we did a good job of cleaning
We
up the glass.
did not.
Well,
You did a job at cleaning it up.
no, to be fair, it was mostly me that cleaned it up. I'm just like casually feeling. No, I think I still have a little bit of glass on my foot. Little itty bitty shirts. And we don't have tweezers.
I feel like we should leave the topic of feet.
yeah.
Kira, do you
I
want to
think
talk
we've
us
killed
out?
Kira.
If you
You want
can.
to vibrate us out
do
here?
this.
If you can compose
Oh.
yourself for like a minute.
No sibilance for Kira.
Deep breaths. Remember your pressure points.
Gonna be really scared if we come back to D&D on Thursday and you're still like this.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
If that's the
Why would you
case,
put
then
that out
just
there?
like no session ER now.
If that's the case, yeah, no. I am driving over and I am driving
Yeah,
you to
honestly,
the fucking
yeah.
hospital.
Genuinely?
Fine. I will
Yeah.
smoke some weed after
There
I do
you
this.
And
go.
go the fuck to
and I will
sleep.
calm
And go
the
to
fuck
sleep.
down.
That's me, who never sleeps.
Maybe.
Yes.
No, you are going to sleep.
No, the reason I haven't slept is I keep getting up at 7 a.m. at least, and I haven't been able to fall asleep until midnight to 2 a.m. Like, I've actually been actively trying to sleep. And I haven't.
Oh,
yeah,
alright.
been there.
Sucks.
Like, it's not on purpose right now.
Melatonin.
It's like I don't have it.
Anyways.
Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to episode 108 of JKT Radio Podcast. Just kind of talking where I kind of just jittered my way through the podcast, and we hope you all join us next week on episode 109. And if you're watching on Spotify and listen to this jitters, believe me, they are going so fast.
Watch.
It is not an exaggeration. I'm trying to focus so hard. It's really hard. And my legs
You
are
can
just
hear
going.
Yeah.
Hear it, supposedly. I'm scared. If you're watching this on Wednesday on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe and ring a ding 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 the bell. And I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Kira needs to lay down. Bye.